If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified of more movie-related videos. Thank you. What's going on, guys? It's that guy with movies back here again. And today's video, I have something to announce. I am finally done my first semester of college. It was a lot of work, and I'm very happy to be done because I can rest now. So, yes. So, what better way to celebrate the end of the first semester of college by doing a ginormous haul video? And this haul is going to be all stuff from the Savers 40% off media sale. Yes, they have these sometimes once or twice a year, usually around Christmas time. I think it's mostly just so you can, get movies or books or whatever as stocking stuffers, which I'm pretty sure that's probably why, because you usually have them around Christmas. But I have two huge piles of stuff to show you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. We're gonna start with this pile here first. We're gonna start with, or actually no, we'll do this pile here first because this is the older stuff, and then we will go to the newer stuff. So without further ado, let's get started. How do I want to do this? I think I'll go through this stuff first, and you guys probably got a little glimpse of what's in there, but yeah, anyways, let's get on with it. So first one here is a TV show season, and I probably wouldn't have picked it up if it wasn't 40% off, and I picked it up to add it to my collection, and that is the complete first season of The Flash here. And normally with these CW shows, I don't really watch them, I don't really care about them, but The Flash here I have heard really good things about, so I might have to check it out. I know it's like, what season is it up to? Like 7 or 8 now or something like that. So they've been doing a whole bunch of seasons for this. And it'll probably take me a little bit to catch up, definitely. But yeah, it's still got all 5 discs in there. And they're all mostly in good shape. And then we have the episode guide in here and everything like that. No slipcover, unfortunately, but it was 40% off. I couldn't pass it up. So that is The Flash here, the complete first season. And then next one here, once again, is another title I probably wouldn't have picked up if it wasn't 40% off. And I just grabbed it, excuse me. I just grabbed it to complete this trilogy, I guess. And that is Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause. I do have the original Santa Claus movie and then the Santa Claus 2 on DVD. And I do not have the Santa Claus 3 yet, so I just figured I'd pick this one up. I've heard pretty terrible things about this one. I think I actually have seen bits and pieces of this one. I can't really remember too much about it. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it. I have seen the original Santa Claus all the way through, but this one, I don't think I've seen the whole thing. So I might have to check it out sometime. But yeah, actually, we have a Disney Movie Rewards code in there. I don't know if the person who had this DVD before redeemed that yet. But that's the inside. It is complete and everything. And surprisingly enough, for like a family movie, the disc is mint. So that is a really good sign. So that is the Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause here, with Tim Allen and Martin Short as Jack Frost. And then we grabbed 3 of these really cool special editions here. Well, one of them is from a different studio, but the first 2 here that I'm going to show you guys are part of the Cinema Classics collection, and this was a line that Fox did in 2006, I believe. I do have Tora 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 on this format, or I guess in this this edition of it, but I do not have these other 2 movies in this collection here. So the first one I grabbed here is the Cinema Classics collection release of Patton, and whoa, that is really sorry. We'll do it over here this time around, or actually we'll keep it there. Patton is a movie I do already own on DVD, which is just like the regular like Fox War Classics release of it. But the Cinema Classics collection has this really nice kind of almost matte finish slipcover, and it does have 2 discs. So you have the movie on one disc, and then you have special features on the other one. And it's a whole boatload of special features on here. Plus, it's got a really nice, production notes and, scene selection and everything like that. So yeah, I thought I'd just pick this DVD up here to upgrade my old copy of Patton. So there is that with this brand new shiny special edition of it. And then same with this one here. I do have it. I can't remember whose actor it is, but I grabbed it at last year's church sale, and I thought I grabbed the exact same like Cinema Classics Collection release of this one as well, because I think that one is just the old DVD release. But right here I have The Longest Day here, and once again, very nice, like kind of almost matte finish slipcover. And you take it out here, that's pretty much what it looks like. So once again, you have a whole boatload of special features, plus, you know, 2 discs where most of the, or actually all of the second disc is bonus features. And then you have a really nice, you know, chapter guide and production note insert and everything. I haven't seen both of these movies, but yeah, Longest Day here. I kind of already have it, so technically I have 2 of these in my collection. But one of them is just the regular release, which I have in some actors' collection that I can't remember the name. And now I have this edition of it, which has a whole boatload of special features on there. So there's that. Next one up here I got is another movie I do already own on DVD, and I thought I'd just upgrade it here. And that is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, the 2-disc special edition, and this includes the extended version on it here. So I believe it's around probably like 10 minutes longer than the original cut. So now it is 2.5 hours, 155 minutes. So there's that. Once again, unlike the other DVD, you have a whole boatload of special features on here, plus some really nice packaging in here. So this folds out like a lot of the other Warner Brothers releases. And yeah, I haven't seen this movie yet. I do want to get around to watching it here soon. So that is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves here on DVD, the extended version, so I can finally replace my really super old snapper case version with that release. And the next one here is is one that I don't see too often, and it's another war movie, so I figured I'd pick it up, and that is a movie called Red Tails here. And this, I believe, is about the Tuskegee Airmen. Yeah, it is. And it's also executive produced by George Lucas, so that's kind of, you know, weird. Because George Lucas, he's known for doing American Graffiti, Star Wars, everything like that, Indiana Jones. I wouldn't really attribute George Lucas to doing like a war movie. But that's the inside, nothing special, just the disc in there. But yeah, I've heard, you know, kind of things about it, but it doesn't go for too bad of prices online, so I figured I'd pick it up to add it to the collection. So that was the stuff from the first Savers, and now we will go on to stuff from the second Savers, and I picked up a whole bunch more stuff there. So we'll start with a couple of games first. The first one being a Steelbook. I haven't grabbed a Steelbook in a little while, and that is the on PlayStation 3, of course, and this is the Ultimate Sith Edition release of Star Wars The Force Unleashed. And this was one that I was really happy to find. I checked it online, I checked some sold listings and everything like that, and turns out this movie is this game is worth like $50. Like, this is sold pricings, by the way. $50 for this one, and sometimes you can even go as high as $70. So that is really, really cool. I really dig that. But inside here you do get all of the stuff. It is complete and everything. And I've been playing it, and it's actually a really cool game. I did actually own this one on PS2, I believe, when I was younger. And, you know, I played some of it. I didn't play, like, all of it, though. But this one I'm planning to play all of. And, yeah, it's a really kind of cool game here. And it's a little bit older, 2008, but it's still a really, really, really cool game. If you really like Star Wars, then I definitely recommend picking this one up. It kind of makes you feel like, you know, you're a Sith in this one. But yeah, prices as high as like $50 and $70, maybe even $80 for, you know, sold prices for this game online. So yeah, really happy to find that. So that is Star Wars The Force Unleashed, the Ultimate Sith Edition, which I don't think comes with any DLC or anything like that. It just comes with just like art cards and that. And the next one here, the case is empty because I do have it in my PS3 right now. But that is South Park The Stick of Truth, which I'm not a huge fan of role-playing games, but this one is actually pretty fun. I like this one. And yeah, South Park The Stick of Truth, nothing really too special to say about that one, other than the fact that I played a little bit of it so far, and it's actually kind of fun, kind of funny as well. And now let's go to the DVDs. So where should we start? We'll start with a couple of Disney ones first. And yeah, we'll start with the Disney ones first. And they're actually both Pixar DVDs. First one being the Pixar Short Films Collection Volume 1, which once again was something that I used to have as a kid, and I just got rid of it and never really even thought about it until now, which, you know, now I'm kind of reunited with this DVD here. But basically, with these Pixar short film collections, I think they released 3 of these so far. Maybe even more if they keep doing, like, the short films. There wasn't one before Toy Story 4, and I don't know if there was meant to be one before Soul, before that got pushed to Disney+. So, I don't know about that. And I think Onward had a Simpsons short before it, so I don't really even know if they're still doing short movies or short films anymore. But basically, these ones kind of, all the short films on here are from when when Pixar first started doing them to, I think, when Ratatouille came out. So on here, you have The Adventures of Andre and Wally B, Luxo Jr., Red's Dream, Tin Toy, Knick Knack, Jerry's Game, For the Birds, Mike's New Car, Bound In, Jack Jack Attack, One Man Band, Mater and the Ghost Light, and Lifted. So 15 short films on here, and some, you know, a couple of special features, but not a whole lot, though. It also has a really nice looking slipcover here. I'm not going to open up the case because it does have a Disney Movie Rewards code in here. But, yeah, Pixar Short Films Collection Volume 1. I should probably track down the other 2 and pick those ones up as well. And then the next Pixar thing I have here is a Pixar movie I just didn't have in my collection yet, so I figured I'd pick it up. I keep holding out for the 3D release of it, but I never find it anywhere, so I just decided to pull the trigger finally and grab it. And that is Up here. And this one I watched when it first came out. I haven't actually seen it since it first came out, and I was kind of mixed on it. This is one Pixar movie I never really cared for. The other ones are Ratatouille and WALL-E. Those ones are, I don't know, especially Ratatouille. I didn't really care for that movie at all. It was kind of boring just to watch, you know, a Pixar movie about, like, cooking and just, And then this one here, same kind of idea. It was just kind of meh for me, but I should probably rewatch all of those ones to see what I really think about them now. You know, now it's like 10 years later or whatever. But that is Up. And I guess next one is technically owned by Disney, but it's not really, so we're kind of continuing the Disney thing. And that is Star Wars Clone Wars Volume 1. I do have Volume 2 already. I think I picked that one up last Boxing Day at Goodwill. So I figured I'd pick up Star Wars Clone Wars Volume 1 here. And these ones actually go for quite a bit of money. I just checked eBay before I started filming this video. And I checked a couple of sold listings. Somebody sold both volumes of this, like 1 and 2, for like $60. And I think they're complete and everything. Both of them are. And the disc for this one is like mint. Like there is not a single scratch or speck of dust or fingerprint on here or anything. So yeah, like I'm going to be keeping these for my collection. But if I ever come across, you know, maybe some other copies of this, I might sell them, like just buy them to sell them. But yeah, Star Wars Clone Wars Volume 1. I think these actually used to be worth a lot more. And but they're actually still worth quite a bit if you have both of them and you sell both of them together. But basically what this was, I don't think it lasted very long, but it was just like this animated show that apparently was on Cartoon Network. And yeah, like nothing really too much to say about them. I think it was just a show that was on Cartoon Network for maybe like 1 or 2 seasons, and that was about it. And then they kind of replaced it with the CGI show that they did like the movie of, and then they did the show. So that is Star Wars Clone Wars Volume 1. So now I have both of those in my collection. And next couple of movies here are, like, this one I've heard of, the next one I have not, but this one here, just thought I'd pick it up. I've heard a lot of pretty good things about it, and once again, it was like mint, so I picked it up. And that is the 15th Anniversary Special Edition, featuring supplements originally produced by the Criterion Collection, and that is Deadringers, directed by David Cronenberg here. Also with a really nice kind of shiny-ish slipcover here. But yeah, I've heard some pretty good things about this one, so I thought I'd add it to my collection here. And I think this is like kind of sort of a Criterion release, but like kind of not really. This is from TVR Film or TVA Films. So I don't know what that company is, but I do know the Criterion collection here. And apparently this is a Criterion release, so there's that. It also goes for quite a bit online as well. Same thing with this next one here, which is rare and out of print. And I figured I'd pick it up to add it to my collection. And that is a movie here called Nomads, starring Pierce Brosnan. And this is a movie from 1986. I'm sure probably not a lot of you guys know about this one. But it is rare and out of print. It actually goes for pretty high prices online. And it is complete and everything. And the disc is in pretty good shape, except for maybe a couple of like fingerprints on it. But other than that, it's mint. So that is Nomads here. It sells for around like $30 to $40 online. Some like lower, as low as $20. But yeah, Nomads here. I don't know anything about it. I just picked it up because I scanned it in the store, and turns out it was actually worth quite a bit. Excuse me. And the next one here, we're actually going back to another Blu-ray. And that is the Blu-ray plus DVD plus digital copy release of Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. And I'm kind of disappointed that they never did any more of these Prince of Persia movies, because I actually kind of like this one. It was pretty fun. It's not like the best video game movie that I've ever seen. It might be like one of the better ones, but, you know, like these video game movies, people seem to have a really hard time trying to adapt them for the big screen, and I think for good reason, because they're meant to be video games. They're not meant to be movies, but, you know, someone somewhere decided to, you know, do movie adaptations of video games, and they're almost always bombs because they're meant to be video games. You kind of just have to leave them be. But this one here was kind of fun. It's just a kind of brainless, turn your brain off, you know, kind of action movie. And, you know, Jake Gyllenhaal, not his best performance, but even though I do really like him as an actor, yeah, this one's definitely not his best performance, but it does come with a really nice slipcover, and I just grabbed it to upgrade my DVD of it. So that is Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. And the next one here is another one I've been looking for a little while now, and I just never come across it. And now I finally did, and that is Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. And yeah, just was kind of interested in watching this one. You know, I like martial art movies, and Bruce Lee's cool. So I figured I'd, you know, grab a copy of this movie. I think it's also on Netflix as well, so I should probably get around to checking it out here soon. But the disc was also in really good shape as well. So that is Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. And now let's go to some stuff from Another Savers, and yet another huge pile of stuff. And the first thing I have here is one thing that I forgot to show you in the other pile. And this is yet another game, but this is for 3DS this time around. I don't have a 3DS anymore, so I basically just grabbed this game to sell it. And that is New Super Mario Bros. 2. And with these Mario games here, I have not played them in forever. Like, I have not played a Mario game in ages. I think this might have been one of the last Mario games that I think I ever played, actually. Maybe besides, like, New Super Mario Bros. U, I think it was, for the Wii U. And then after that, I was kind of over Mario. But I was a huge Mario fan back in the day. I had pretty much every Mario game. Well, almost every Mario game, not like the RPG ones. But I had all of them for DS. I had, like, Mario Kart DS, New Super Mario Brothers. And then even on the Wii, I had some of, like, the older games. Like, I had the original trilogy, Super Mario World, Super Mario 64, what else did I have? And then on the GameCube, I had Super Mario Sunshine. On Wii, I had both Galaxy games, and I think I had Mario Kart Wii as well, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So I had pretty much every single Mario game. I was a huge Mario fan, and they were just really easy, fun to play games, and you know, I kind of grew out of it, so just wasn't really, you know, interested in playing it anymore. But, yeah, New Super Mario Bros. 2, like I said, I got rid of my 3DS. I actually used to have this game on 3DS, but I got rid of it when I sold my 3DS to get my PlayStation VR. So, yeah, this one, once again, I'll be reselling because I checked it on eBay, and sold prices go for around, like, 20 to 30 bucks. And I think it's around like 20 bucks, just like opened and everything and complete. And if you got it sealed, it's worth like 30 bucks. So that is, you know, a really, really good sign there that, you know, I could probably make some extra cash off of this one. So that is New Super Mario Bros. 2 for 3DS. And now let's take a look at more Blu-rays that I grabbed here, and one of them is actually factory sealed. So let's take a look at a couple of 3D ones that I picked up here. So the first one I grabbed was Rio in 3D, and this is one that I watched a little while ago when I was, like when I was a little kid, and I can't really remember this one. I think it had something to do with birds, I know that, but I can't really remember much about this one. But this is the Blu-ray 3D, Blu-ray DVD, and digital copy combo pack of it. It is supposed to have a slipcover. Mine did not come with a slipcover, unfortunately, but luckily this is complete though. So we have the 3D disc there, Blu-ray disc right here, DVD disc, and then the digital copy disc right there, and then plus the the digital code. So there is that. I can't really remember too much about it. I think it was okay, but there is Rio in 3D. And then the last 3D title I picked up was Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, which, once again, another movie I've not seen in ages. And, yeah, I believe this one wasn't too bad. This one was, I think, actually, the critics think that this is the best one out of all of them. And, yeah, I just thought I'd grab it on 3D here. It still has all the inserts and everything with the digital copy in that. And it's got the 3D disc in there, Blu-ray disc, and then, oh, there is no DVD disc. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, well, whatever. I don't really care if there's a DVD disc in Madagascar 3 in here. Just as long as it has at least the digital code, the 3D disc, of course, and the Blu-ray disc in here, then I am perfectly okay with it. So that is Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. I'm trying to remember. I think this one was pretty good. So there is that one. Next one here is the one that is brand new factory sealed, and that is 50/50 here. If you guys have not seen this movie, I'd highly recommend checking it out. It is such a good movie. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, he gets cancer in this one, and him and Seth Rogen and Anna Kendrick in here, they're just trying to, kind of deal with it. He's going to therapy for it, and they're just trying to, beat cancer and, just kind of hope he gets better. But, 50/50 here. But like I said, this is just such a great movie. Judging by the cover, if you guys don't really care for Seth Rogen or anything like that, trust me, this is a really good movie. It's sad, but it's also kind of funny in parts as well. But, somebody apparently bought this for $25, which is kind of insane for this movie. But I bought mine for, if you can see right there, $6. So that is 50/50 there. And like I said, if you have not seen that movie, I highly recommend checking it out. And the next one here is another one, likewise, a very good movie. And that is The Fault in Our Stars, this being the Little Infinities Extended Edition. I do have The Fault in Our Stars on DVD, so basically I grabbed this to upgrade my DVD copy of it. And because it still has the DVD in here as well, you guys might have glimpsed the digital code there. Don't worry, because I will be redeeming it. But, this one has the extended and the theatrical version on here, and I don't know how long the extended version is because it doesn't say anything, but I'll be sure to check it out, see how long that is. But that's it for the Blu-rays for this video, so we still have a whole bunch more DVDs to go through. I might go through these a little quicker, but anyway, though, let's continue on. Next two here are kind of the same thing, and I picked these ones up once again to resell, and that is Volume 1 and Volume 2 of the James Bond 007 Ultimate Edition, these being the Sean Connery ones. And these ones, pretty much all of these James Bond ones here, these are from 2012, so kind of like the 50th anniversary of Bond. And I checked on eBay, pretty much all of these Ultimate Edition 007 releases are going for pretty high prices because they are rare and out of print. And so Volume 1 here with the Sean Connery James Bond ones. So there's Dr. No, From Russia with Love, and Goldfinger on Volume 1. And then Volume 2, you do have Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, and Diamonds Are Forever. So these ones will probably get resold because these ones are worth like $40 together. Plus they're rare and out of print. And if I do see the other ones of these James Bond ones, so if I see like the Timothy Dalton one, Daniel Craig, Roger Moore, I'll probably pick them up to sell them. So there is these ones, the James Bond 007 Ultimate Edition, Sean Connery Volumes 1 and 2. And because I do already have them, I don't need them for my collection, so I'll just sell them. Next one here is a double feature set, and this is part of the Midnight Movies line from MGM. And this is a double feature of Morons from Outer Space and Alien from LA. I thought this one was gonna go for a little bit more than what it actually is. These ones are only worth like probably $10, if that. But it was in really good shape. Both sides are, so that's the Morons from Outer Space side, and then that's the Aliens from LA side. And yeah, basically with these Midnight Movies ones, I always try to pick them up because they do go for, good amounts of money online. So there is that one. And I may have to start putting these in a new pile here. And the next one here I grabbed was The Wraith, starring Anthony Hopkins. And apparently this one was inspired by true events. I don't know what I'm getting into for this movie, so hopefully it's not too bad. And once again, the disc was in really good shape as well. Just another horror movie to add to my horror collection. This one here, this next one, was one that I've been looking for quite a while now, and I finally found a copy of it. And that is the special edition of The Wraith here. Once again, this is another DVD that goes for, a pretty penny online, or it used to. I believe there is kind of a more lower budget release that came out of this from Platinum Disc Corporation. I think that's the one that's worth more. And this is the Lionsgate release, as you can see down at the bottom of the case. And yeah, the disc was in really good shape as well, so figured I'd go ahead and finally pick it up because I was really happy to finally come across a copy of this movie because it goes for around like 20 bucks online, or it's sold for 20 bucks. So there's that one. Next one up here I thought also kind of went for a little bit more online, but that's okay. I just wanted to add it to my collection. And that is The Organization with Sidney Poitier here. This is is this like the second one or the third one from the In the Heat of the Night trilogy? I think it's a trilogy. I could be wrong though. This one could be, or no, this is a trilogy because they do have In the Heat of the Night. I think the next one is They Call Me Mr. Tibbs, and then the third one is this one here. So I figured I'd pick it up because I did want to add it to my collection. So there's that one. Likewise with this next one, wanted to add it to my collection, maybe build up kind of a sizable, more respectable anime collection here. And I thought I'd, get started with this one, and that is Ghost in the Shell here. This is the manga video release, and then also distributed by Polygram Video. So there is Ghost in the Shell. I've heard nothing but great things about this one, and another kind of classic anime that I do want to get for my collection is Akira, but I never see that one anywhere for some reason. I don't know why, but I do want to grab that one to add it to my collection. But Ghost in the Shell here, I've heard a lot of really good things about it, so wanted to add it to my collection. And then let's take a break from movies here to go to a couple more TV shows. So the first one here I picked up is another one to add to my collection, and this one also goes for quite a bit online as well. And that is Cosmos, A Space-Time Odyssey. Oh, I said that really weird. Cosmos, A Space-Time Odyssey here. And this one is actually, oddly enough, for like a documentary show about space. This is executive produced by Seth MacFarlane. I don't get it either, but there's that. But all the discs were in really good shape here. I just had to clean them, and other than that, they're pretty much mint. And this has 13 episodes on here. So around like 3 episodes a disc, and then disc 1 has 4. So yeah, Cosmos, A Space-Time Odyssey. This one should probably look really good, and might also be a really good show as well. But once again, this one actually went for pretty good amounts online, roughly around like 20 to 30 bucks. So there's that. Likewise with this next one, this is the Robot Chicken DC Comics Special. This one actually went for a lot more than what I thought it was going to. This one goes for around like 15 to 20 bucks online, but I'm not going to sell this one. This one is to add to my collection. And yeah, the disc is mint. I think with Robot Chicken here, they've done a lot of these like specials, because I know they did the 3 Star Wars ones, they did this one, they did a Walking Dead one. I don't know if they did a Marvel one or not. I might have to check that later, but Robot Chicken DC Comics Special, another Robot Chicken release to add to my collection. And the last TV show here I have to show you guys for this video is The Incredible Hulk Season 1. This one is brand new factory sealed as well. And once again, another one that goes for pretty high amounts online. And just another TV show to add to my collection. So there is The Incredible Hulk Season 1. And now let's finish off with a few more DVD releases. So first one being Nothing But Trouble, starring Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, and Demi Moore here. This is also directed by Dan Aykroyd as well and written by him, which is kind of odd. But this one I think used to go for pretty high amounts online. Not really anymore though. The disc here kind of had some like dirt on it. The disc is a little... The disc and the case are a little beat up, but I just wanted to pick this one up finally to add to my collection. I think Tupac is in this movie as well, so there is Nothing But Trouble. Next one here is Commando, the director's cut. This one actually includes both versions on here, the original theatrical cut and the director's cut. I really like how some studios do that, like when they put out these extended cuts and everything. Please, as a special feature, add the theatrical version on here because I want both versions. Not like with some of the other ones I picked up. Not really too great of examples, but I did used to have the Spider-Man 2.1 DVD, and I don't think that had both versions on there. It just had the 2.1. I don't get why, but at least they got it right with the Blu-ray, and they added both versions on there. And then also with American Pie as well. American Pie 1 and 2, they don't have the theatrical versions on one disc. They just have the unrated versions. So, you know, I don't get that. I really like it when, you know, you have choice between the theatrical cut and the unrated cut, but just please put both versions on one disc. I don't want to go out and have to double dip and buy another release. So I'm really happy that Fox actually decided to wise up for this release when they put it out. And they put out both versions on here. And once again, it is in really good shape, I believe. A couple scratches on there, but it's better. Described it as an upgrade to my old Commando release. So there is that one. Next one, I cannot believe I didn't have in my collection already, so I just figured I'd pull the trigger finally and pick it up. And that is King Kong here, the original 1933 one. So now I believe in my collection I have all three King Kong movies. And King Kong Lives as well, like the main King Kong ones, because this is the original 1933 black and white one. Then they remade it in 1976, I believe, with Jeff Bridges, and then they remade it once again, Peter Jackson's King Kong in 2005 with Naomi Watts and Jack Black and them. So yeah, King Kong here, I believe the disc. Yeah, the disc, not a single speck of dust on there. I'm really surprised at the conditions of most of these. So there's that. Next one here, just grabbed because I didn't have it in my collection already. Plus, I believe it was in, yeah, once again, or no, I see some dust on there. So not exactly mint, but pretty much. And that is Congo here, just another movie I did not have in my collection yet. Second last movie here is one that I don't usually see too often, and I figured I'd have to pick it up because I probably will never see this one ever again, and that is The Dish, or a movie called The Dish here, starring Sam Neill. Patrick Warburton is in this one as well. I believe this is an Australian movie, so probably not very many people have heard of it. But once again, disc was, except for a few specks of dust, is absolutely mint. No fingerprints, no scratches, no nothing. So there is The Dish. Apparently this is based on a true story. And it actually looked kind of interesting as well. So there's that. And finally, the last movie we have here, and I actually have one more thing to show you guys in this video, but the last movie I have to show you is Hercules, the Walt Disney Gold Classic Collection release. I've been looking for this one for a little while now, and I'm happy to finally own a copy of it. And once again, I believe, yeah, not a single speck of dust on there at all. So once again, really, really good. And I've heard a lot of really good things about Hercules here. So there's that. And that is all the movies that I have to show you guys. And one more thing I have to show you is something that's not necessarily movie related. It is pop culture related, but it's not movie related though. And you might be thinking, is that a basketball you're holding? Yes, it is a basketball, but it's not any ordinary basketball. As you could probably see right there, Harlem Globetrotters basketball, and you're probably wondering what's all that kind of gobbledygook on there. Well, it is actually signed by the players on one of the incarnations of the team. I don't know exactly who signed this on here, but you know, like, you'll probably have to take it to like maybe a autograph authenticator or something like that. But one of them says Crash 25 on there. Some of them have like their numbers, some of them don't, but this one kind of looks like it says like tall or something like that. This one, like this autograph right here. But yeah, this ball was $30, and look at all of the autographs that you have on here. So yeah, really, really awesome that I found it. I'm trying to look for a display, kind of like a display mount for like basketballs and that. But yeah, a signed Harlem Globetrotters basketball. I'm not going to try and like spin it or anything like that. I'm not going to try and spin it on my finger or, you know, do any like tricks with it or anything like that. It is like kind of deflated. So yeah, and obviously this is just a display piece. But yeah, a signed Harlem Globetrotters ball for $30. So there is that. Anyway, though, that is about it for this video, so I'll probably try to take a thumbnail here if I can. Let's see if this works here. There we go. There we go. There is a great thumbnail there. So anyway, though, guys, that is about it for this crazy haul, this 30% off, or sorry, not 30% off, 40% off Savers media sale here. It's back. It came back. So finally, and I grabbed a whole bunch of cool stuff here. So anyway, though, guys, that is about it for this video. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Twitter and Instagram links will be in the description down below if you don't follow me on there. Also, be sure to check out my IMDb profile page. The link for that will also be down below in the description of this video as well, to check out what I've been watching recently. Also, if you're new to my channel or if you're already subscribed, be sure to click the bell to be notified of future videos. A new video every Friday. Not too sure if I'm gonna, you know, go back to Tuesdays and Fridays over the week or over the next couple of weeks. But anyway, though, that's about it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time.